Hey, what's up guys? This is Rapid Fills here, and today I'm bringing you a trade recap. I want to ask you first, if you're enjoying those videos, just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'm going to select one lucky guy or girl or a trader when we hit 100 subscribers, currently at 73. So make sure to share the channel with your friends and your fellow traders. Also follow me on Twitter at RapidFills, right there, you can see it, boom. And you'll be able to join the chat right there. We make calls. Go and check out the calls. I mean, 3 minutes, 70 cents a share, right there. I said short Piton in like 1 minute, literally just dumped a buck. What is it? ORCL. I said waiting for a bounce to pre-market high to reload. Obviously, I was short, and then it came all the way down. I said I want to bounce back to 61 for a reload. ORCL moving back up at 6:46 a.m. my time, Pacific time. Looking at the 61, which is I shorted in front of it. I was too anxious for the 61, and I just shorted right there in case it wants to go without me. And it boom, just washes a buck right there, and it washed even more than that. But I took a little bit of profits here, and then I dumped most of my position right there. I mean, this is the type of stuff that I have in the chat. I mean, why you're not there? It's free. Anyways, let's get to today's trades. Bringing a chart right here. Right, let's bring the anchor. It's gonna be quick and sweet today. I only had 4 tickers. ORCL, ORCL. Obviously, like I always say, I go from the top up, from the top down, top up. This thing is a huge gap up. Usually a huge gap up, it's considered for me short. As you can see, as soon as it started coming, it started moving higher, right? I mean, if we want to look at the pre-market, you can see this thing is just moving high and then pulling back higher and then pulling back, and then it started getting into this zone right here, the 60-25. It looked heavy for me. If we look at the 1 minute, looked heavy for me. So I was looking at the tape. I'm like, this thing looks like pre-done. So I shorted right there, took profits at the line. That's it. I mean, you can see this, the stock is basing right there. It's basing here. I thought I was gonna go back to VWAP. Did not want to go back to VWAP. I was like, well, you know what? Whatever. I'll just take my profits right there. Obviously, the stock starts shooting up. I missed this pre-market for some reason. I would have definitely started in here, but I missed it, and it just started shooting back up. I think this line is it's yesterday's high. No. Okay, so this is yesterday's high. Let's mark that. And then I have a couple other lines right there. I think these are from the daily, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we have the 60-50 is the all-time high. Okay, that's what I want to look at. So it started shooting up. 60-50, what is that? It's right there, 60-50. So 60-50, this is pre-market high. This thing puts in a really nasty wick. And obviously, I make a quick hot key mistake like usual. It's a Friday, the end of the week. Instead of shorting, I went long and I dumped my position right away, and I just flipped it, obviously. Flipped it, took profits on the way. I added, took everything out at the average. And this is when I said wait for the bounce back to 61. I took it in front of the 61. Obviously, I should have waited for the 61 because it almost went to the penny, right? 61.04. That's the high. And then it started coming back down. I took profits under the VWAP, and then profits towards the lower day, and then profits at the lower day. And then when it broke, and it started kind of reclaiming there. So that was my ORCL trade. DKNG. Again, this is one of the things, and I said it in chat actually. Let me bring a screenshot of the chat here. See if we can. That's too much hustle. Anyways, I said on the morning notes. Let me pull that up. On the morning notes, I said I want to see this ramp back up to VWAP. And literally just did this during the pre-market. I'm like, okay, I'm short. So I short it right there. Let's go 1 minute because this trade was real quick here. So So I shorted right there, and then it came down, started basing, so I took it off. I'm like, okay, this thing might wash more, but it might spring back up because we have other zones where we can base the trade off of. I don't know what's up with DAS and these like my lines, they just move weirdly. Anyways, so I thought this thing is gonna spring back up to this zone right here. So I literally had my order right there, sitting right there, and then I moved it up. I'm like, wow, it's gonna be volatile, so we might just. So I moved it here. I didn't get clicked, obviously, as you can see from the action. I didn't get clicked, and it washes. Now it bounces back up. I short towards the VWAP. Now my stop is right there. This thing comes back down. I take some profits, and then it clicks me out at the break even, and then it starts coiling. Right? It's doing this action. Now up, down, up, down. Now people are stuck here, and then people are stuck long right here. It broke the high day, right? And now these guys are at the bottom. They're recovering, and then it bounces back up, and then it comes down. So I said, okay, so this is the range that we have, that we're working with. And I said it in chat. If you're in chat or you're gonna join the chat, you will see the thing. I'm like, well, watch this range. Watch this range. This thing is gonna just dump, and literally just dumped. I wish I was watching this, but I was busy with Piton. That's Piton. So Piton, again, it's one of the names. Announced their earnings yesterday. It was like 90 million versus 50 million loss last year, the same quarter. It was like something crazy. Yesterday washed, and this morning is up. What's gonna happen to all these guys that went long on the stock and they got stuck because the stock is gonna go down? Obviously they're gonna sell. That's what happened today. The stock gaps up, comes back down, and they start shorting. Short, cover, cover, short, short, cover, and then short again, cover. Let me make this big. So I short it at the break right here, and then I cover it, and then I short it, added. Obviously my stop is right here, and then I covered, and then I added, and then I covered, and then a break even, stop. Boom. I should have traded the stock longer, but there is no need. It's Friday. I just wanted to go to the gym. I made my money on the day. I had 3 tickers, 3 winners, multiple entries, multiple R's. There is no reason for me to push it, especially on a Friday of a short weekend, short week. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, as usual, let me know in the comments below. Send me a DM on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, and I'm gonna start Instagram page. Let me know if you guys are more interested in Instagram than Twitter. Otherwise, there is no reason for that. Anyways, guys, have a good weekend. I'm gonna release another video during the weekend as a live action. It's gonna be my Nikola trade. If you saw my tweet a couple days ago. Later, guys.